They got girls on their mind.
I'm dating a Filipino,
Are you expected to pay for your girlfriend's family?
more feminine.
Hello, can I get some appreciation here?
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Raj.
And where are you from?
I'm from USA, but I was born in Iran.
So tell me, what brings you down here to the Philippines?
Well, I sold everything. My house, my car. So I come with one suitcase and one backpack,
Yeah,
and I went to Cancun.
Cancun.
Yeah, for a couple of years I was there.
Okay.
And then after that, when the Southeast opened up, I came to Bangkok and then to Phnom Penh and
Yeah.
to Ho Chi Minh City, and
Yeah.
then came to Manila, Davao, and then in Cebu now.
Excellent. So now you're in Cebu. What do you like about the Philippines the most?
Well, there are a few things that are really good in Philippines. Number one, I think, is really the nature. I mean, you cannot really see everything. There's so many islands to see, so many beautiful places
Yeah.
to see. And number two, I would say the people. The people are really as beautiful as the nature.
Yeah.
And of course, the women are there. I mean, that, Miss Universe was just basically taken over by Filipinos.
I was gonna say every Miss Universe seems to be a Filipino, right?
Yes,
so,
yes.
speaking of women, are you married? Are you single? What's your
No, I'm dating a Filipino.
Okay, what's that like? Tell us a bit about dating a Filipina.
Actually, in the beginning, my only advice is first not to live together.
Okay.
Just date for a few months,
Yes.
then they decide to go. Well, we did a cold turkey. We just moved in.
Yeah, you did it too quickly. I
Yeah.
moved in. You got to
Yeah.
know each
and
other
then
a
the
bit.
first 2 months was a little rough because two different persons don't know each
course.
other in the same room. I mean,
Definitely,
but,
yeah.
But with my experience and managing people,
Yeah.
I can understand the psychology much better. She's 27, I'm 75.
I'm sorry, you say you're 75?
Yes,
Oh my God, you
yeah.
don't look 75, man. You look healthy as a fox.
I stay healthy. Try to stay healthy anyway. And
Wow.
so that age gap, she has, some difficulties, I guess, because she's not as probably seen the world that I have.
Yeah.
So I try to help. And so after a couple of months, we got it, perfect. We are no issues. I have my space. She's on TikTok and she's on
Yeah.
Facebook a lot.
Facebook a lot,
And she's
yeah.
editing a lot of stuff. So I said, okay, I go walk. I usually walk a lot.
Yeah, that's a huge age gap, but it's not. It doesn't seem to be an issue in the Philippines.
No, in here it's actually I see a lot of the older expat having with younger women, but I think mine is probably the biggest age gap I ever seen.
50. I think
almost
for me
50.
that's the biggest I've heard too. But it seems
Yeah.
like you're making it work, and that's all that matters, I guess,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, as long as you're functional, it really doesn't matter. The Filipino woman really look at being a man that is settled. They don't because they call the Filipino young woman, young man, they call him cheat boy
okay.
because they cheat a lot.
I see. I had no idea. Cheat, but I'm learning so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they have they're trying to avoid that, and that's a foreigner. They say, okay, he's older, he's settled, he's more stable. That's what they're looking for. On top of that, most foreigners here making about 2-3 times more than average, Filipino. I mean, in my case, I'm lucky. I have working in a major corporation. I have 2-3 pensions, so
Yeah.
there's no issue for me. And she wanted to go actually work. I was against it. No, I only have many years left.
I was gonna say
There's no
it's
reason
not
for you to
worth
go
it,
work.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Lastly, since she is younger and she doesn't work anymore,
Yeah.
are you expected to help with her family, support that, any of that
Well,
stuff?
I started that actually the first 2 months. We went to Davao because her mother was having some liver issues, and they know when you have enough money to take her to the proper hospital.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, let's take care of that. And so we went there to done a bunch of tests to find some issues with the liver, was not really serious and stuff. And then she had to come back again. So we stayed over a month over there until she come back again to have the
Okay.
test. So yeah, I mean, I did that kind of help once
For
in a
sure.
while, and they make a lechon for them. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. You help around the house. you
Yeah,
just-
yeah,
Okay, I get it. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Of course, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well. Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Christian,
And how long have you been in the Philippines?
this time for soon 3 weeks.
This time, so you've been here before?
Yes,
When was your first time?
2018.
Okay, have you seen anything change in the past 6 years?
Yes,
What have you noticed different from before?
the prices in hotel go up,
Yeah,
and the taxi drivers in Manila, they don't drive at the meters anymore.
yeah, I noticed that too, right? Okay, and what do you like the most about the Philippines? What are some things that you like?
The weather and the people. Really nice people here, and I have a girlfriend here for soon 7 years.
And tell me, is there a difference dating? First of all, where are you from, by the way?
Denmark,
Denmark. Is there a difference dating a Filipina compared to Danish girls?
a lot.
Okay, tell me some differences.
They're just more calm, and they are just more feminine.
Okay.
I think the girls in Denmark now start to get more masculine and feel they are always like to decide everything.
Yeah, I think they're too competitive, even in relationships. You know, always butting heads. I understand. Now, are you expected to also financially support her family? I know sometimes I
No,
hear.
only her and her daughter.
Okay. All right.
Even it's not my daughter. She was in Denmark, my girlfriend, for 1.5 years. I sent 4,000 pesos to her daughter every month.
Yeah. Okay. So it sounds like you're madly in love with her, which is great.
I'm too old to be madly in love.
Somewhat loving, I guess.
But yeah, I really like her a lot, and she make many good things for me. I stopped smoke since I meet her. I stopped going to discos and bars and everything. I didn't do anything for that 7 years.
Wow, man, that's amazing, and I really appreciate your honesty, man. That's very good. Any dislikes about the Philippines? Something that could be better, maybe?
Not what I know of, because my girl is not religious.
I see. Okay.
If she was, I think it can be too much for me.
I understand.
My father is a Muslim, and
Okay.
and my mother is a Christian, so I know a little about both.
Both sides. huh?
Yeah, so too much religion to me is not good.
I agree completely, man. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, so we've heard from a couple people regarding paying for your girlfriend's parents or finances. I think we could probably find one more person to ask this question, and we'll wrap it up. Oh, look who I found over here. It's Scotty Boy. Hey, how's it going? It's a regular guy, bro. How you doing?
Good, good, good.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, man. Oh, you videoing now?
Yeah, right
very
now,
cool,
man.
very cool.
What are you doing over here?
Well, I'm heading out to Leyte, but
Yeah.
you know, plans always change. But I was staying in Lapu-Lapu. So much traffic. I didn't want to get the ferry all the way to Cebu City in gridlock traffic.
Yeah.
And the ferry was in the middle of rush hour and all this stuff. So I got a hotel nearby here, and so it cuts down my travel there in tomorrow.
Nice. You don't mind me recording, do you?
No, it's totally fine.
Okay, yeah,
totally
all right.
okay.
Cool,
I like
man.
your little fuzzy thing here.
Thanks, man.
Is that for the wind?
It's for the wind, yeah. So I hope it clears the audio.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
So yeah, I have met you before, so that was the second time I
that
met
was
you.
the second time. Yes,
Very
I
cool.
recognize you now. How's the channel?
It is, you know, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. You gotta, hey, you gotta walk around and talk to people. And hey, you know, it's very stressful, but I
Yeah.
do the best I can.
I'm putting in the work right now, you know, so I can relate definitely. Okay, so what's going on with your relationship? Are you single? You got a girlfriend? What's going on there?
Well, it's a bit of a complicated question there, my good man, because you know, I don't want to say I got a girlfriend. You know, make it public. If you know, there is no ring on the finger, because
Okay.
you know, as some guys say, there's no divorce here in the Phils, right? So I don't want to like, they don't want to get married until
Yeah.
there is divorce allowed.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, I'm all for taking the risk, you know,
Okay.
just take the risk. And if 20 years later, if we decide we're going to part ways, then hey, so be it. But it happens all the time. People get married.
I mean, you could always go for cigarettes and never come back too, right? All right. So, have you ever had a girlfriend in the past that was a Filipina?
Yeah, I think, I mean, I guess you could say more than one.
Okay.
Right? And each one is kind of a different story. So, I mean, some girls, you stay with them a long time, and some don't. Some have a lot of problems, and some don't. And some of the girls, I mean, they themselves have a problem. And some girls, it's like the girl herself is fine, but it's the external family, people around them, their neighborhood, that's the problem. So yeah, I mean, have I had girlfriends, Filipinas before? That was always my preference, because even when I wasn't living here, I really wanted to live my life here.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, well, if I meet a Brazilian girl and marry her, it's hard to live in the Philippines.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I always was focused on a Filipina because I wanted to end up here. I knew I wanted to end up here. So if I was in Korea, even if she was an OFW in Korea, I thought, okay, that's cool. We could meet there. We could end up here, right? But it was always I had Philippines on my mind.
Is there a certain trend that they all have in common? Something that Filipino women that are different than Koreans or Canadians or any other Western women?
Well, let's see. Like, for example, when it comes to like money, it doesn't really matter. Like, I had Korean girlfriends who made more than me, but I'm still paying for dinner.
Yeah.
Right. So the Filipina doesn't make much money. I mean, maybe she doesn't even have a job. I'm still paying. So it doesn't really matter. The guy pays, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter if she's Filipino, Korean. But I think the problem with a Korean girl is they're very insular. Sorry, there's some Koreans right behind us as I say this, but they're very insular, and it's like it's hard for them to conceptualize another person's way of thinking, right? And a Filipina, she's very open-minded, and so on top of that, she is, yeah. I mean, what can I say? She's open-minded, and I guess it's kind of like. If let me put it this way, if I went on a first date with a Filipina, she's going to be having a good personality, okay? But I go on a first date with a Korean, and she's very like, gotta sit down, be a princess, don't smile, don't laugh, don't show any cleavage. She's just overthinking everything. Whereas you meet the Filipina, yes, you got the Filipinos who just stare at their phone, right?
Yeah.
But outside of that, the Filipinos, I mean, they want to talk and you know, they're not overthinking, you know. So I don't know. I mean, if you ask me, Korean, Filipina, because I lived in Korea for 20 years, I much prefer a Filipina.
Okay, it's a long time, so thanks for that. You mentioned payments and paying a little bit. Are you expected to pay for your girlfriend's family?
Filipina?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like this. I've had lots of Filipino girlfriends over the years, and you get some girls who are like, the girl's a basket case. I mean, it's just like, send me load, send me this, send me that. It's like, hello, can I get some appreciation here? Like, she just doesn't have that mind of like, the world is, you know, give and receive. You know what I'm saying? But she feels it's just, I'm receiving. You know, I just want to receive. And then you got other girls who, they might make good money, but it doesn't matter, you're still paying everything, but you don't have to pay those little things.
Yeah.
And you get some girls who are actually generous, and they want to pay for you when you go out, and it's like to show, you know, like, yes, you're a foreigner, and foreigners have this persona, right? We don't have to talk about the persona, but no, I want to treat you, and you can treat next time, but that's rare. That is very rare.
All right. Any last advice for someone that's never been to the Philippines? What would you tell them?
Well, let's see. Like, a lot of guys that come here, they got girls on their mind, right? And like, they just have to realize there's such a huge difference between the province girls. Like, okay, the reality is, if you marry some province girl, hey, you might be on the hook for like, it's not 100,000 pesos you're going to give them for a gift, okay? That money's going to be gone in 2 seconds. It's the lifetime commitment. It's the lifetime financial commitment. And I don't care how much you love the girl, okay? If this is like going to be a constant thing throughout your whole life, it's going to be a bit tiresome. But there are, you know, it's a developing country, right? And you get girls who, like, the amount of girls in university are growing all the time, and they got their own life, right? And so, but the problem is when the girl's got her own life, she doesn't need you, then her standards go up, right? And I've seen guys who, like, they're just absolutely disgusting. I mean, let's be real here. I mean, look, they are obese. They're 70. They wear black socks up to their knees. I mean, they just don't got it, you know? But they got some hot girl with them, and it's, I mean, between you and me, I don't know how they do it, you know? I mean, he's got a hotter girl than I got, you know? And so I'm not that good. But somehow I find these 65, 70-year-old guys, for some reason, I always see them on hot girls. They're doing something, they could teach me how to pick up girls, I guess.
All right. Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. It was really nice running into you.
Yeah, man.
Oh, by the way, let us know about your YouTube channel. You might as well.
Oh, yeah. Regular guy. Regular guy. It used to be in the Philippines, but I changed it, shortened it, to just regular guy in case I get kicked out of the country, I got something to fall back on. It'd be embarrassing doing regular guy in the Philippines if I'm in Thailand.
Okay, what kind of videos do you make so people can check it out?
Oh well, I'll go to a city or a town, big city, small city, and I'll walk out of my hotel.
Yeah.
I'll walk around town for about 1 hour, 3 hours with my camera, and I'll film all the different interactions I got with the people. Because the thing is, I don't think a city is not based on what you see. You got buildings, you got the roads. Really, a city or a town is really based on the people. And so that's what I want to do. Go and talk to the people and see what the vibe is like in that city. Because I mean, you could have one city here that they really love foreigners, right?
Yeah.
And then you travel an hour away, same size city, same sort of GDP, and they don't not like foreigners, but it's not the same attention I got over there.
Yeah.
And I want to bring this kind of vibe to the video, so people can know if they go to that city, they can expect this kind of vibe from the people.
Got it. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think of these people's impressions and thoughts about paying for your girlfriend or wife's family's finances. Now, personally, I'm not married. I'm not a Filipino or Filipina or older guy that needs to pay for his girlfriend or wife's family. But if I were to come here to the Philippines, specifically to date younger women, of course, I'd be expecting to pay. Like, what do I think? Some girl from the province with no education, no job is going to pay for my dinners? Or why wouldn't you want to help out your in-laws, I guess, if they need it? The only thing is you got to like draw a line, of course, so you have a budget, or you have to be sure when you can go ahead and support or when you cannot. And it comes down to you individually. And I think those are the type of things you have to clarify at the beginning of any relationship. Like, you can't get into these relationships, fall for the woman's like sweet words, and then expect her to like take care of you as well as take care of her own family. A lot of times these girls are working. So if you're coming here to the Philippines and you're meeting these women through like let's say they work in call centers or customer service, in the food course, all these different things. Yeah, they have regular jobs where they only earn between 400 to 600 pesos depending on the province. So less than $10 a day, and you can't really expect them to start like going 50-50 on it. So if your finances are not there, then don't go ahead and come to the Philippines and expect a woman to take care of you. But that being said, there's a lot of people that take advantage of you, especially like a younger woman taking advantage of older men. And they lie, they deceive, they scam. Yeah, but nobody's forcing you to send money. That's all up to you, or give money. They might lie to you, but I feel like as an adult man coming from the West, especially if you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or whatever, you should have the wisdom to differentiate who's really like into you and who actually just wants the money. So, I mean, those are just my personal thoughts. Like I said, I'm neither a Filipina or someone looking to get married, so I can't really give my 100% accurate assessment, but that's just from an outsider's point. Let me know what you think in the comment section if you want to hear more interviews, and don't worry, we're going to get the women, give them a chance to go ahead and share what their expectations are. So I'm going to go on the streets and ask Filipino women what they expect from their partners and husbands or boyfriends if they need them to pay for their families financially. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the script, turn the tables, and let the women go ahead and answer about the expectations. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification. I mean, you're sitting there anyways, right? I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.